Hi, hello, how are you doing today? So I will be discussing about confidence, and this video will help you to actualize and be able to build self-confidence in whatever you do. So the first instance that we have today will be, how do you build confidence? So I'll make some examples. If you look at footballers, basketballers, people who play softball, volleyball, and even wrestlers, if you notice, they have confidence in what they do. So for you to be able to actualize or be able to reach that capacity, you have to build self-confidence, which means you'll be able to, you know, love yourself for whom you are, believe in yourself, and also get rid of any doubt that you might have. So that will be a long strategy. It's all about dream journey. You'll be able to, have short-term goals and long-term goals as well. So to be able to talk about having confidence, it goes a long way in, having the discipline. Discipline is very important when it comes to self-confidence. You might be reading, you might be starting a business. For you to prosper in that, you must have self-discipline. So sometimes you hear people saying you have to start from somewhere. Yes, that's true. You know, you have to start from somewhere. So to be able to reach your maximum potential, it's advisable to start from small, then you develop into a higher capacity. Then, if you want to have self confidence, you must get off your feelings. You must, you know, be more humble, have empathy, and also have respect for yourself and also for others. That will go a long way in helping you to build confidence. So, for example, it's very difficult sometimes for us to get up in the morning. You have your homework to do, you have your businesses, you have your acting careers, you have your projects, you have your humanitarian projects or work. If you're a model, if you're a doctor, if you're an engineer, if you're a pilot, all these activities take a lot of energy and consistency, and you must love what you do. For example, sometimes, I wake up in the morning, it's very difficult, getting up, then after drinking a coffee, having a shower, meditating, then go to my job. So apart from that, in my own personal life, I find it difficult sometimes to go to the gym to do some exercise. So I realize it has to be good. It has to be of self discipline. You have to have the self discipline. So I realize going to the gym, and also I'll have self doubt sometimes. I'll be like, oh, I don't even know how to use this equipment. How will I start? So by getting mentorship, getting coaches that will coach you to be able to use those equipments, that means you are able and willing to learn. So when you do that, first day, second day, the third day, your body will absorb, and you love the energy, you love the confidence, you go out, you interact with people, and you'll be able to accumulate the positive energy in the atmosphere. So it is very important to have self-confidence and also start from having the discipline to be able to go towards that. Then we'll go further by discussing about people who are scared of being rejected. So sometimes you might be, oh, I want to go on a date. What if this person dislike me? What if they don't like something about me? So you don't have to have those negative thoughts. Just be positive about anything you do and be consistent. For example, if you watch wrestling, everybody likes The Rock. Why? Because his confidence. He doesn't go sluggishly to the wrestling ring. No, he walks with confidence. He talks with confidence, but with respect and empathy. So that's the interesting part of being confident. And also, if you look at having mentorship, role models, that's a very cheap code, cheat code to progressing in whatever you do. Have a role model that you'll be able to mirror and be able to, you know, set up a plan, and I have a strategy for you. It's called the 5 P's, which is proper planning prevents poor performance. So when you plan properly, poor performance will be prevented. That means you sit down and write your scale of preferences. Scale of preferences, which means you write down your top priorities from the top to the lowest. Then you sit down and pick the first one and write it down and focus on this objective and work towards it. Once you achieve it, then you go back and figure out how you did it. What did you have to do? What schedule do you have to manage? How did you manage your time? Time management, discipline is equals to active performance. So you recycle and repeat that strategy for the rest of your scale of preferences. Then that way you will knock down and achieve those objectives that at the end of the day they are called short-term goals, which will lead you to long-term goal. So it's very interesting, You see people traveling, people doing businesses. You go to different continents, you see people doing activities. And what's common among the people you see? Communication, interaction. So you have to be very confident to be able to interact, and also through the communication, the two-way communication, you ask questions, you receive feedback, you interact. That way you'll be able to network properly. More opportunities will come your way. You never know. So that's part of the dream journey. And also, I would like to discuss the strategy of mirroring, which means you'll be able to mirror something that you like. For example, if you are trying to be an entrepreneur, then you look at how people started, like Jeff Bezos. He started by selling used books in his garage, and guess what was his backbone? Families and friends. He got that motivation, and his mom even helped him with some of the capital that he used to start his book business. He was buying and reselling used books. He will receive orders. He has his spreadsheets. He will write it down and write the address and ship those books to his customers. And guess what? He made sure it was for a long-term goal. So he utilized his short-term objectives by constantly communicating with his customers, making sure when they deliver those books, he gets feedback, he gets ratings, he gets reviews. So that way he was able to use those historical data to be able to prosper and stick to what he was doing. He was being focused, even though sometimes sales might be declining, but his motivation was inclining. You see? So that means he was able to have this positive confidence that one day, at the end of the day, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, starting from selling used books in the garage. So he believed that he doesn't want you to call him a rich man. He wants you to call him Jeff Bezos, the entrepreneur, Jeff Bezos, the humanitarian, Jeff Bezos, the business partner, Jeff Bezos, the role model. And what's the truth about what he's saying? The truth is he's humble. He has empathy. So for him to get to where he is, there's something called patience. So you have to be patient enough to keep your strategy going. Sometimes it might be slow, and sometimes it might move fast. Then sometimes you realize, oh, I've made certain mistakes. Let me go back and restructure, rewrite, redo what I've done. That way, the future will be smooth. And sometimes in life, we, come across problems. So I have a good definition of problem. I call it challenges. So challenge is an obstacle that is meant to be solved and overcome. So challenges, it comes naturally as obstacles, because at the end of the day you have to go through the zigzag route to achieve those long-term goals. So you have to go through a zigzag route to be able to knock down those short-term goals that will build up and accumulate and reproduce, remodify, retransform what is called the long-term goal being achieved. So patience is very good. And also when you want to build more confidence, go out there, interact with people, talk to people. And at the end of the day, little things mean a lot. You can go out and just compliment strangers. You're like, hey, nice outfit. It's a beautiful weather. Guess what? You've put a smile on a stranger's face. And at the end of the day, you'll be confident because you're able to change someone's life. You don't know what they are going through. Everyone has challenges, everyone has obstacles, everyone has puzzles that they are trying to create solution for. It might be physical, it might be mentally, it might be emotionally, that comes to mental health. So you're able to put a smile on a stranger's face, and you never know who that person is. That way you get more connected and you get happier as well as you interact and create a healthy atmosphere for you to be able to prosper in what you do. So the second phase is called push yourself. So sometimes I use myself as an example. If I'm trying to achieve a certain objective, work on it to become an attained goal, I push myself, which means I'll get rid of distractions by transforming those distractions into something positive. If I feel, okay, I need to play my video games with my friends by 5 p.m. today until 7 p.m. today, and I know that I need to prepare for an interview or an examination, or I need to write a book, or I need to restructure my self-thoughts, then I will push myself by accumulating the time I need, which means I'll play my video game. When it's time to conclude it, I will end my video game. Then I will go and sit down and work towards my objective, my plan that I have on my schedule. So you have to push yourself. Don't allow yourself to just keep streaming away and get distracted. Sometimes distraction is natural, but you have to push yourself to be able to have this consistency and be able to be patient and humble, have empathy, and also love yourself. When you love yourself, then you appreciate little things in life. When you appreciate little things, you realize, oh, these little things, I can modify them. I can put more energy, more positivity to make them to become bigger goals. So for you to have those kind of self-thoughts, it goes a long way in reflecting that you are a confident individual. And also you're able to mirror yourself. You're able to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yes, I am great. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can achieve this. Yes, I can succeed. Yes, I can change lives. Yes, I'll be a role model. Yes. You're manifesting positivity. And guess what? The universe will smile at you and also provide the channel for you to be able to work towards those goals confidently because you are confident. So I hear people talking about being arrogant. Sometimes some people might be mad. I'll be like, hey, why are you upset? And they'll be like, yeah, this person, I went to the supermarket, I was trying to check out, and this person was rude to me. This customer service was rude to me. So sometimes you have to measure the atmosphere and look at what's the effect, what's the action that led to the reaction of the customer service individual to react the way they reacted. They might be going through something. You don't know. So you have to have empathy, try to communicate confidently. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Is there anything bothering you today? How can we do to fix this? What advice can I give to you? What resources, what strategy that I have adapted before that worked for me can I give you so that you can apply these strategies to your circumstance? And that will lead to a success. So pushing yourself with respect, with consistency will go a long way in helping you to have self-confidence. And I promise you, every step you take, the obstacles will always arrive in different forms, So it's left for you to change the negative to positive by being confident enough to realize that you have strengths in you. You can do it. If someone has done it, that means you can do it. It's like a cycle. The universe is like a cycle. A lot of people have achieved certain things in life by applying what is called a strategy, a plan, a mind map. Vocal image is very important in attaining this mind map, which means the vocal image you have goes a long way by revealing the self-thought. What you think mentally, what you manifest will actualize in what you say, what you write, what you do, how you interact, how you react to the environment. So it's very important to always have self-confidence because it's very important. Then also create small goals, practice them, achieve them, repeat the same strategy, create another goal bigger than the previous one, use the same strategy. And guess what? Your body, your mind, your soul has mastered those strategies that you've done to achieve those previous goals. So it will be easy for you to go along with these new objectives, with these new goals that you're trying to achieve because you are confident enough to stand firm despite the storm, despite the challenges, despite the distractions. You're able to change those distractions to something resourceful. That means you're able to use your strength to modify your weakness, to work on your weaknesses by not allowing your weakness to distract what you are doing with your strength. So it's very, very important when it comes to dream journey to have self-confidence. So I would also like to discuss about having plan A and plan B. I hear a lot of people talking about having plan B while you are working on plan A. Then I will be like, why? Why are you having plan B? Having self-doubt, bringing in distraction. Why don't you stick to plan A and work on it and apply factors around plan A that will protect plan A, that will build around plan A, that will set plan A to flourish, to grow, and stop thinking about failure. In life, you cannot stop certain events from occurring. It's natural. It's just like accident. Accident is an unforeseen, an unplanned event that occurs. So you can't stop accident from occurring, but you can prevent an accident from occurring by taking measures, precautions, applying those factors, those ingredients to protect what you are building upon confidently. That way, you don't have to think about plan B. So it's very important to always, focus on what you do, and also it's important when it comes to loving what you do. It goes a long way by looking at a book. I'm like, okay, I want to read this book. Do I really like this story? Mm, I don't know. Let me read the first page. Oh, I'm loving this book. I like this story. Let me continue reading it. Oh, okay, I'll continue reading this book tomorrow. So guess what? You never had interest in reading this book. But when you read the first two chapters, it became interesting. Why? Because the writer kept you in suspense. You want to always, you know, go for answers. You want to ask what will happen? What could have happened in the next chapter? Then you have the passion, the zeal, the confidence to try to like research and read and get those answers. So it's very important to love what you do. And sometimes it's difficult for us to accept change because change is very, very difficult. to accept. But at the end of the day, that's how the universe revolutionize. You know, you have to accept change. People don't like change because you've been working on a particular strategy for a long time. You are used to this strategy, then change will occur. Then people will kind of deviate from change. But guess what? Change is very important. Change is vehement. So for you to accept change, you have to have that open mindset. You have to have that confidence that when this change comes, I'll be confident enough to stand firm. I will not allow this change to push me backward. I will not allow this change to demote what I'm building upon. I will not allow this change to decline my energy, but I will allow this change to incline my energy positively. So when you have the open mind, then you allow change to happen, then change will happen. So always accept change positively and also have confidence in new events, new changes, because you have to change your ways in order to succeed. You have to change your ways in order to achieve those objectives that you work upon. And also have an open mindset and keep precautions and work on your scale of preferences and work on the 5 P's that I mentioned earlier on. Proper planning prevents poor performance, the 5 P's. So that will take us further to don't ever think you look perfect. Do not ever think you look perfect. Always have that self humble mindset. At the end of the day, if you are starting a business, it might not be perfect. You might have 1 sale to 30 sales per month. Then the next month, it might be 10 sales. The following month, it might be 70 sales. The fourth month might be 50 sales. So that should not bother you. That should not cause you to kind of have these weaknesses, have this self doubt if the business will go. Have confidence. And remember, once you start, you realize there's a reason why you started what you've started. There is a reason why you are where you are today. And there will be a good reason, a positive effect, reaction of your actions for today in the future. Whatever you do today has an effect, a result, a reaction in the future due to the actions and the opportunities that you took care of today. So take care of yourself mentally. If you need to listen to music, if you need to speak to people, if you need to go to the gym, do some exercise, interact with people, if you need to write poems, if you need to sing, if you need to go fishing, go swimming, go traveling, if you need to utilize your vacation time to sit down and meditate, do some yoga, go eat some healthy food, travel and see nature, then do it. It's very important for your mental health. So for you to be confident enough, you have to have this 360 strategy that I'm talking about. So your mental health is very important. And also, work-life balance goes a long way in helping you. So when you're mentally inclined, mentally positive, mentally happy, then you realize you love yourself, you love what you're doing, you love others, you love to give the earth the opportunity to use you. You be able to give the universe the opportunity to use it to change the lives of others positively. You give the universe the opportunity to use you to turn weaknesses into strengths, to turn darknesses into light, to turn failure into success, to turn declining into inclination. So it takes a long way, it takes a long journey, it takes a long thinking, it takes a long patience to be able to build on your self-confidence, and always take breaks as well. When you feel exhausted in whatever you do, if you're writing, if you're at your job, talk to your boss, say, hey, boss, I kind of feel exhausted. Can I speak to you, or can I have a 5 minute, break, just a mental break, just to, reinforce, refresh, go drink some cold water, go outside and receive vitamin D under the sunshine to get, the vitamins you need. So it's very important to have these priorities and make sure you have a healthy mental capacity to be able to love yourself, love what you do, also interact, and also work on your scale of preferences, like I mentioned earlier on, and also work on your objectives without a stop. And I'll also talk about the 4 factors that helps we humans to be able to build self-confidence and to be able to prosper. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the body, the mind, the soul. And the 4th one is called a work-life balance. So you have body, mind, soul, work-life balance. So for you to be extraordinary 360, you have to have a stable, healthy, physical, happy mindset. That's the human body. You love yourself for whom you are. Then your soul, have a pure soul, empathy, love, respect, patience. Then your mind, always have a positive mindset. Always turn the negative to positive. Always have happy thoughts. Then work-life balance. This with time management, utilizing the resources you have, utilizing the opportunities you have to interact with families and friends, get advice, opinions, and also have a strategy. Work hard. Work hard. Work smart and work hard. Then you realize you'll be happy with those strategies. Working hard and working smart, add those two together, then you realize you are going at a very higher capacity beyond the way you've been working before. So I will give an instance of people who, think that in life it will be difficult for them to live a certain lifestyle or have the happiness that someone else has. Because at the end of the day, you deserve a good life. And whatever you deserve, you can get it. Whatever you want, you will get it. As long as you are not scared of change. Because at the end of the day, in whatever you believe, you might be, oh, Almighty, I want ice cream. That's a prayer, right? But at the end of the day, Almighty will look at you and be like, oh, I have ice cream, but I'm not dropping it for you yet. Because you are not being specific with your prayers or your request. Then you pray again. God, I want strawberry ice cream. Guess what? Almighty will look at you and smile and be like, oh, I have this strawberry ice cream, but I'm not releasing it to you yet. Then you pray again. Almighty, I want strawberry ice cream before the end of 2024. Then Almighty will be like, oh, now you're able to make your request of what you want and what type of ice cream do you want. So in the first instance, Almighty did not give you the ice cream because you are not specific what kind of ice cream. Then you ask for a strawberry ice cream. The Almighty still didn't offer it to you because you weren't specific. When do you need it? So it's very important to always ask in a specific manner, in a specific way. So when you ask Almighty, I want ice cream before the end of 2024, then you'll receive your ice cream because you have been specific. So the ice cream will come to you a strawberry ice cream that you've requested, it has manifested, and you've achieved it before the end of 2024. And guess what? You asked for that ice cream, right? You have been specific for just this one ice cream, and it's been given to you. But at the end of the day, Almighty might decide to give you this strawberry ice cream before the end of 2024 in a different way. Almighty might keep this ice cream here, and you are here. So you have to ask for the wisdom, the knowledge to be able to have your eye open, to be able to navigate around the life challenges, the daily activities. Keep pushing yourself, keep being consistent, have self-love, love what you do to actualize and get to the destination of where this strawberry ice cream is being placed for you by Almighty. And this could be through someone, another person, you know? So Almighty will make these difficult parts or challenges for you to have these obstacles, for you to learn, for you to have self-discipline, for you to be able to have patience. And if you decline at the end of the way to get this ice cream, Almighty will be like, oh, now I'm testing this human to see if they are capable enough of having that patience to get to where this ice cream is that I have provided for them. So Almighty will use the opportunity to test you to see if you really achieve this strawberry ice cream before the end of 2024. Will you cherish it? Will you be able to manage it? Will you be able to impact others with it? Will you be able to change lives? Will you be able to use it to build more ice creams? Then Almighty will now give you the wisdom, although you didn't ask. So you are supposed to ask, Almighty, I want a strawberry ice cream before the end of 2024. And also give me the wisdom and knowledge to be able to make this ice cream so that I will not run out of this ice cream. I'll have a supply of this ice cream for a lifetime, a dream journey. So Almighty will give you this ice cream, and Almighty will also give you the wisdom, the knowledge, the strategies to accumulate and learn how to make this strawberry ice cream, so that if the ice cream is almost running out, you already have the wisdom and the knowledge to make more ice creams. That way, you've gotten the gift already. So it's left for you to build upon and keep using the same strategy to create more ice creams, double them, triple them. Then you will never run out of ice creams. So always remember, ask for wisdom, ask for understanding, and also be patient enough to navigate and keep working hard, and also smart and be humble and love the process. Never give up. If you feel you are weak, then go back, rest. Think about the positive results. Think about why you started. Think about where you want to end this journey in a positive way. So it's very, very important to ask and you will receive. Nature is realistic. Believe and trust in the process. Then these goals and dreams will come into reality. So it goes a long way in building trust, confidence, and also loving yourself, loving others around you, and also looking for those opportunities by observation. Always observe your environment, observe the people you surround yourself with. If the people you surround yourself with are higher in capacity, then you are in a good place, which means you are able to learn from them. You are able to humble yourself, love yourself, and push yourself further to be able to learn and adapt and ask and get mentorship, coaching, so that you can be like them as well. So it's very important to surround yourself with good people, people who have ascertained those objectives, those goals. That way, they will be able to, guide you through. And when you feel, it's time for you to do it on your own, then you've learned the strategy already. You already have a mind map, and you already have your vocal image. You already have the confidence. Then you'll be able to interact, and do what you love doing, because confidence will help you to go a long way in life. So that's the end of my video today. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm looking forward for our next topic. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.